Ladies and gentlemen, look at your watches. Take a long, hard look at the calendar. We have reached a point in the WNBA season where the excuses have officially run out of oxygen. The clock has struck midnight on the era of wait and see and told to be patient. We were told that a transition takes time, that systems need to be installed, and that a coaching staff needs the grace to find their footing. But as of this moment, we have moved past the point of speculation and into the territory of cold, hard evidence. We have a sample size that is finally large enough to speak the truth, and that truth is deafening. Caitlin Clark has officially won the power struggle against Stephanie White, at least for now. We need to have a very serious, very uncomfortable conversation about the state of the Indiana Fever.
Wow. Basically, every possession should involve a Caitlin Clark pick and roll. You put the defense in a bind. If they bring this big up, Caitlin Clark midi. Wow. Basically, every possession should involve a Caitlin Clark pick and roll. You put the defense in a bind. If they bring this big up, Caitlin Clark can turn the corner. We've seen her get into a step back three. Or if you bring the defender way up, now the roll's open. Okay, or if you're worried about the roll and are in drop coverage, well, Caitlin Clark's just going to bury an open three. See, here we go again. Pick and roll, this time the big up. But it doesn't matter because this defender ultimately has to get over the top of the screen and square up Caitlin Clark one-on-one again. This is just silly. Caitlin Clark basically just stops here. Look at her patience just waiting for this defender to be fighting and getting over the top. The second she sees her getting back over the top, bang, we're just going to bring our dribble back that way. As she look at leaning this way, bring the dribble back that way, turn the corner, a stupid gamble as well, lay it in. Just cooking the entire roster.
Stephanie White didn't just come to Indiana to coach, she came to impose a style of play that belonged to the Connecticut Sun, a grinding, half-court, defensive-first slog that prioritized structure over the spontaneous brilliance of the best point guard prospect this league has ever seen. It was stupid basketball, it was a bonehead move to try and take the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands, and it nearly cost this team its season before it even reached the halfway mark. But then the concession happened. It didn't happen because 25 points, 0 free throws, 5 assists that should have been 15 if the supporting cast could consistently finish a layup. She dominated a top-tier defense without relying on the whistle, simply by being the smartest player on the court. The Indiana Fever are currently 3-0 when playing the Caitlin Clark style of basketball. They were a middling 5-5 when they tried to play the Stephanie White style. The math doesn't lie. The results on the scoreboard don't lie. Caitlin Clark has won the power struggle because her way works, and the other way is a death sentence. Connecticut Sun offense here with the grinding pace of Alyssa Thomas and DeWanna Bonner, but nobody was clamoring for that. We already had the most explosive, most must-see offense in the league. We were scoring 100 points a night. We were the reason people were turning on their televisions. We didn't need a new offense. We needed the defense to catch up to the scoring. But somewhere along the road, the leadership lost sight of what they were brought here to do. They got caught up in the hub talk. They got caught up in trying to prove they could win their way rather than the right way. But it's okay now because the sample size is in. The time is up on the experimentation. There is no more room for Stephanie White, Kelsey Mitchell ball. That era is officially over. We are now in the era of the Clark show, and the league should be terrified. Because if you look at this next slate of games, the potential for a total takeover is right there in front of us. We have Toronto on the schedule. We have Atlanta back-to-back, a team the Fever have already handled. We have Phoenix back-to-back, a team that, let's be honest, absolutely... Not saying that to be provocative, I'm saying it because the constraints have been removed. When you play the pick and roll, when you let her dictate the transition, and when you stop forcing her to stand in the corner to wing up pleasing no one, but the identity is now clear. This is Caitlin Clark's team. This is Caitlin Clark's system. And the power struggle that threatened to derail this season has been settled by the only thing that matters, the W column. Stephanie White, smartest person in the room, is on hiatus. It is officially the Caitlin Clark show. And for anyone who thinks we're going back to the old way, just look at the 3-0 record since the shift. Look at the 25-point masterclass against the Sun. Look at the chemistry between the stars. You can't go back once you've seen the light. You can't go back to playing your way when my way is winning by double digits and breaking records. Caitlin Clark mapped this out perfectly. She gave the coaching staff the 10-game sample size they needed to fail. She let them try it their way until it was undeniable that it didn't work. And then she took the keys back. That is how a leader operates. That is how a generational talent takes control of a franchise, one of high-octane, high-IQ basketball. The rest of the WNBA better take notice. The Indiana Fever aren't just a young team with potential anymore. They are a team that has found its soul. They are a team that has survived, does best, and you might just find yourself holding a trophy at the end of this thing. But if you try to go back, if you try to revert to that stagnant, ISO-heavy Connecticut Sun nonsense, the fans will be the first to tell you that your time is up. We are 3-0 in the Clark system. We are 5-5 in the White system. The jury has returned with a verdict, and the verdict is final. Indiana Fever basketball is back, and it's being played on Caitlin Clark's terms. Get your popcorn ready because the show is just beginning, and I have a feeling the best is yet to come. Toronto is next. Atlanta is on deck. Phoenix is waiting. The run starts now. The MVP conversation starts now. And the era of the power struggle is officially history. Make sure you're paying attention because this is how a league changes. This is how a franchise is reborn. Every single minute of it. The transition is complete. The struggle has been won. The Indiana Fever are no longer a team in turmoil. They are a team on a mission. And that mission is led by number 22, with the ball in her hands and the vision to see things that no one else can. If the coaching staff stays out of the way, there is no limit to how far this team can go. 8-0. The Fever are coming, and they're coming at 100 miles an hour. It's the Clark Show, and we're all just lucky enough to have a front row seat. Keep the vision, stay locked in, and let's watch history unfold together. Peace.